What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Welcome back. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is going to be your review for the Belle Collective season 1 episode 8. So look, we start this episode off. We have Letitia and we have Marie, and they're meeting for lunch, and Letitia lets Marie know, listen, the Fair Street project is in jeopardy because of the way y'all done acted a monkey fool down to the brunch. And Marie is immediately apologetic, and she says, listen, I do apologize that, you know, I did anything to put this project in jeopardy. You know, that's and I'm sorry for that. And she said, and for my part, I apologize. And you know what I can appreciate, because I've been giving Marie a hard time, but here's what I can appreciate. I can appreciate that Marie ain't make no excuses. She didn't try to deny. She didn't try to act like she didn't do nothing wrong. She accepted it. She said, I'm sorry. And she said, and for my part, I apologize. And I can appreciate that 100%. I really, truly can. Then she went on to talk about the sistervention. And as quickly as Marie accepted the fact that she clearly had some bad behavior down to the brunch, now she flipping it like, why they saying that about me? Why they feel that way about me? It sounds like they just jealous. No, they're bringing to her attention what you just apologized for. Now, in Letitia's defense, what I can appreciate, and this let me know that her and Marie are friends in real life, that they are friends for real. Because Letitia was like, what I'm not getting ready to do is sit here in front of these other women and tear my friend down. I'm going to pretend like I don't know what they talking about. And I'm going to pretend like they ain't right. But when I talk to my friend, I'm going to let my friend know, you did this, and that. And it cost me X, Y, Z. Or it may cost me X, Y, Z. And I can appreciate that she corrected Marie privately, but had her friends back publicly. See, that's what you got to do. Now, again, if they were all on the same level of friendship, like if they were in a tight sister circle type situation, then yes, I could see them saying, girl, Latrice, that's our girl too, but you know she was tripping at the last brunch. But that's not really, they ain't all on that same level. They really not there together. And so that let me know that, Latrice, you really are a real friend. Because see, that's what I would do. Like I'm not going to co-sign and I'm not going to join in while you drag my friend. Even if I agree with y'all saying. And when I talk to my friend privately, I'm going to be like, girl, you know you was doing a little too much. Like, you know you embarrassed me in front of them important people, right? And in Marie's defense, she apologized to her friend. I might not agree with what I'm saying, but it is what it is. So then we have Lord, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Then we had Latrice is doing the photo shoot for her hair care line. FYI, her hair care line dropped this week. The care line that she's talking about, it dropped this week, I believe. She did an interview with Scotty over on Scotty and Jamar earlier this week, and she talked about the fact that it was dropping this weekend. So y'all go check it out. It's out there. It's out in stores now. Now, Latrice. Hold on. Latrice, I'm sorry, so they're doing the photo shoot, and it's one of those situations where everything that could go wrong did. You know, the photographer is late because he's coming from Atlanta. Now, here's the thing. They were making a big deal about, oh, he's coming from Atlanta. I thought he was coming from X, Y, and Z. I didn't realize he was coming from Atlanta. But here's my thing right here. If he had a start time, he had a start time. It don't matter whether he's coming from Atlanta or he lived right there in Mississippi. He know if he got to be there at 3 o'clock, he know that he should have left at such and such time to get to where he needed to be by 3 o'clock. So him running late really don't have nothing to do with the time he left. It really is about the fact that either he got caught in traffic or he didn't allow himself enough time to get there. That's just how I feel about it. It is what it is. I mean, Philadelphia is 2 hours from here. And if I make an appointment in Philadelphia, then I got to make sure I leave my house in enough time to get where I'm supposed to get. in those two out by, at that time limit. Now they're doing the Claremont twins from, Bad Girls Club fame, and they only have them for 2 hours. I think it was a genius idea to get, somebody that people in your demographic are going to identify with, and they're going to definitely identify with the Claremont twins. Then they were having issues with, they needed water to wash the girl's hair, but the water was coming out brown. Now, her husband was like, that ain't nothing. That's just Jackson water. That's what you talking about. Just go and slap it on there. But some of the professionals that were there, the hairstylists that were there was like, they thought that maybe, um, it would mess up with the chemicals. It would mess the hair up, and it would, put a color or a tint into the hair. And so then they came up with the idea to use bottled water. And I'm thinking to myself, it took 4 y'all an hour to come up with that idea. Now, Zaddy is there, and of course he's upset because he was like, see, you ain't, you didn't tell me you needed help with this, and you didn't tell me you needed help with that. And Latrice was like, listen, I left the house at 6 o'clock this morning. You were more than welcome to come with me, okay? You were more than welcome to come with me at 6 o'clock this morning if that's what you felt like needed to happen. And so Zaddy was the one that came up with the idea of the water, and he was like, see, that's what I'm here for. And I'm like, first of all, I feel like they would have come up with that idea on their own. Second of all, the fact that it took them as long as it did to come up with the idea on their own, maybe I'm not so confident that they would have. But let's not act like you saw a nuclear equation. You came up with the fact that maybe we should use bottled water. Anyway, the photographer gets there. The photo shoot goes off without a hitch. And once again, I'm here for Latrice. She was very vulnerable and spoke about her fear of, failure, So I'm definitely here for it. Now, Latrice, her man coming home, honey, and she got this whole romantic interlude planned for him, because last time he was talking about a contract, and so she like, listen, he gonna come home. She done had, food for him. Child, she tore up the damn cheesecake. It turned into cheesecake crumble. It wasn't a cheesecake. It was a cheese crumble by the time she got done with it. I don't know what the hell she did to the cheesecake. And then she had this idea that she was gonna have a woman come out and serenade him and talk about how much, how much they loved each other or whatever. Now, she had the bright idea of the woman jumping out of the closet in their bedroom to sing this song. Couldn't y'all just have that woman come out the kitchen and y'all be sitting in the living room? And because I was like, why you gonna have that woman in your bedroom? So she had her hiding in the closet in her bedroom, and it took the woman a few cues to get it right to actually come out the way she needed it to come out. But then her husband thought that wifey set up a threesome. I know that's what he was thinking, because after she got done singing, he was like, oh, that's nice. Like, okay, what we doing next? Because, I mean, mind you, Latrice is in lingerie, and they in the bedroom, and they drinking wine, and I mean, that's what I would have thought. Like, you set something up? You missed me. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, let me walk her to the car. He was like, oh, you walking her to the car. Oh, we leaving. Like, he was confused. You could see the look on his face that he was confused. And when she came back in, he was like, now what about that contract? Like, he was like, oh, that was cute and everything, but I ain't forget about the contract. And she was like, boy, you don't need no contract. You come on and let me, make you happy, okay? Now, later on in the episode, they go, she said, equalizer coach, basically a coach to help her figure out how to balance everything that she needs to balance. Like, that's what it was, essentially, that we need to balance with everything we need to balance, And they decided that they were going to have a date night. The lady was like, maybe y'all need to, y'all have to set some time aside. Maybe y'all should be around some other couples that are figuring it out, that are making it work. And, find the time and make the time and find you a coach, find you a, have a date night. So they're going to set up a date night. We'll get back to the date night later, child. Now, Tambra has put together a reel because she's trying to move into some other things. She wants to get into more serious topics. She doesn't want to necessarily do celebrity news forever and all of that. So we see Gary with the T. She had sent him her reel, and he was honest with her, and he told her, he said, listen, honestly, like, the reel is all over the place. You know, I don't think it's something that you should be sending out if you're trying to get into something more serious and all of that. Like, it's cool if you're going to do celebrity news and stuff like that, but you're talking about you want to get more into the serious news. And first of all, it's that voice. It is that voice, okay? You don't sound serious. You're not speaking like a serious news broadcaster. Like, it's that voice. And I'm even trying to be mean about it, but, and she said, well, I feel like you're telling me not to be myself. No, you can be yourself, but if you want to continue to be yourself, you're going to stay in the pocket that you in. Like, we all have to change and evolve, and we all have to, as much as we want to make our own lane and fit in our own lane, the reality of the situation is the majority of us have to conform to the lane that's already been paved. And that's why the Wendy Williams of the world will always get a certain level of respect, because she did create her own lane. She didn't follow the path that was already there. That doesn't mean you can't do it, Tambra, but understand that you're asking him his opinion, and his opinion is, if this is where you want to go, this is my suggestion, is that's how you do it. Now, I could appreciate the fact that she took it in stride. She didn't get offended. She didn't get rude or upset by it. She took it in stride, but at the end of the day, that is what it is. So she took it in stride. You know, she was like, okay, well, I just kind of have to start over. You know, I have to start from scratch. So I feel like she was very open about it. So then Tambra, you know, she got recognized at her job as having the #1 show in her time slot, you know, in that region. So that was, you know, a good thing. And Latrice came down there, and Latrice asked her, would she be interested in having a date night with her and her husband. And Tambra was like, well, honestly, me and my man kind of just started dating again, and I don't even really want to put that kind of pressure on him or on me, you know, to be perfectly honest about the matter. I don't know. But she was cool with it. She was like, okay, well, you know, I'll ask some other people. That's fine. Now, Marie and her business partner, now listen, I have been very resistant to some things that have been said and I have heard in reference to Marie and her business partner. But some of the things Marie said in this episode about her business partner, about them being soulmates, I don't call my best friend my soulmate. I don't call my business partner my soulmate. I mean, best friend, somebody that's important to me. Soulmate, I've always just reserved for a significant other. Anyway, we found out that her husband, not only is he not coming home, honey, he been in Aruba for 2 weeks. What kind of job he got? What kind of money he making that he just in Aruba for 2 weeks? And let's be clear, it ain't the first time that this done happened, because she was like, well, didn't we agree that y'all wasn't going to take no more trips by yourselves anymore? He not supposed to be traveling alone. So he down to the Aruba by himself. And she even said to her, she said, listen, this is what I don't understand. You are a boss in everywhere else. You are a boss in every which way. You know, she was like, you're a boss in every other area of your life, but it seems like with this guy, like when it comes to matters of the heart, you are like a pushover. And let's be clear, a lot of people are like that. Women especially. We can control all other avenues, but when it comes to matters of the heart, we are just, you know, we are just not, I don't know. We just can't seem to have that same energy. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, you know what, you're right. That's what I need to do. And later on in the episode, honey, she packs up the boxes and she ends up dropping them off over to his house. Now, I hope he coming back, because I think she said he was back from Aruba, but he still ain't been home. He still ain't came to see her or called or whatever. So as far as I'm concerned, y'all ain't married. Now, I don't know what kind of marriage you think you have, but I'm here to tell you, you don't. Whatever you thought you had, you don't. Because that's just ridiculous. That's crazy. That's crazy. Last but not least, later on in the night, an episode, Latrice and her husband host, a couple's dinner, and Latrice and Letitia and her husband co-hosted. Latrice and Zaddy come through. Melody, that's Latrice's PR person. I think I've been calling her something else, but that's her. She come through with her man, and then Marie shows up with some dude that don't nobody know. So first of all, everybody is looking confused because everybody is like, Hopper, who this? That's not your husband. Ma'am, that's not your husband. And then second of all, not only is it not your husband, but you know, Latrice don't even rock with you like that. So you walk in the door and everybody kind of like, oh, damn, here she go. And then you got some stranger with you. That tell me two things. One, either you called rent a date because you had to be at this particular event and you ain't want to be there by yourself. Or two, you didn't have something in your back pocket too. Is that why you wasn't really tripping about your husband being down to the Aruba for 2 weeks? Because you had this 6'20" nigga up in... Oh, I didn't mean to say that word. But you had this dude down into your bedroom. I'm just saying, Marie. And I ain't... Listen, Marie, if that's the case, I ain't even going to be mad at you. I ain't even going to be mad about it. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.